Hey everyone, my name is Lauren Anderson and I'm the GIS Lab Supervisor and an adjunct instructor in the Department of Geography and Planning. I teach Geography and Planning 2812, Geospatial Technology in a Changing World. Today I'm going to cover how to use online writing assistants. I'm going to focus on a free application you may have heard of before called Grammarly. I frequently use tools like Grammarly to proofread lab exercises, recommendation letters, and manuscripts. I think it's a really useful tool that you may find helpful for your work too. In the following slides, I'll cover what an online writing assistant is and how you can use it. Then I'll wrap up with a brief demonstration about how to get started with Grammarly's online application. So you may be wondering, what are online writing assistants? Online writing assistants are software for editing and strengthening your writing. Note that these applications proofread your writing, but they do not write for you. As a result, the use of online writing assistants does not violate the university's academic integrity code. They're helpful for improving lots of writing, including cover letters, research papers, emails, and even social media posts. It's important to keep in mind that they're not always perfect, so you may not want to accept every suggestion. The most popular free option is Grammarly, which we'll focus on for this presentation. So how does Grammarly actually work? Grammarly uses artificial intelligence algorithms to make suggestions about grammar, spelling, usage, wordiness, style, punctuation, and even plagiarism. The image on this slide shows Grammarly's online editor. Here, users can upload documents or blocks of text, and Grammarly will instantly provide suggestions for improvement. In the upper right corner, you can see the overall score, which indicates how strong your writing is according to Grammarly. These images show Grammarly's Google Chrome add-on. I personally use this one the most. It's great for proofreading emails in Gmail and documents in Google Docs. It can also be used to revise social media posts on sites like Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. This image shows Grammarly's Microsoft Office add-on. This is useful if you frequently use Microsoft Office instead of the Google Suite. Finally, this image shows Grammarly's Apple iPhone add-on. There is also a version available for Android. I haven't used this one, but I can see how it could be helpful if you use your phone for writing emails or taking notes. So how do you get started using Grammarly? In the next few slides, I'll break down how to set up your account and access the Grammarly extensions. The first thing you want to do is launch Google Chrome. Currently, the Grammarly browser extension is only compatible with Chrome, meaning it won't work with browsers like Safari or Firefox. Once you've launched Google Chrome, navigate to Grammarly.com and click Log In the upper right corner of the screen. Next, click Continue with Google. On the next page, you will see a list of all of your Google accounts. Select your appstate.edu email address from that list. After you select your university email address, you will be prompted to create a password. Once you enter a password, click Sign In. Your Grammarly account has been created. You're now ready to use the website editor, which looks like this. Here you can upload a document by clicking Upload. Alternatively, you can click New to simply copy and paste a block of text into the website editor. If you want to add the Grammarly browser extension to Chrome, click the Add to Chrome button at the top of the screen. The browser editor will provide Grammarly suggestions for any text in the browser, such as emails, social media posts, and content in Google Docs. After you click Add to Chrome, you'll be taken to the Chrome Web Store, where you can add the extension to Chrome by clicking the blue Add to Chrome button. And once you've added the browser extension from the Chrome Web Store, you are ready to use it. Click the teal Grammarly logo at the top of Chrome to enable the extension. This GIF shows the Grammarly browser extension in Google Mail. When you have the browser extension enabled, you'll see the Grammarly logo appear in the bottom right corner of emails as you write them. If you click the logo, Grammarly suggestions about spelling, grammar, and punctuation will appear. To the left of the Grammarly logo, an emoticon will appear that predicts the tone of your email. In this example, Grammarly is indicating that the email sounds appreciative, likely due to the presence of words like great and thanks along with exclamation points. This GIF shows the Grammarly browser extension in Google Docs. This is very similar to the previous example in Google Mail. Just click the Grammarly logo in the lower right corner to receive Grammarly suggestions. I want to close with a demonstration showing you how to use the Grammarly website editor. Hey y'all, so in this video, I'm going to run you through a brief demonstration of how to upload a document and then revise it using Grammarly's online editor. So once you log into Grammarly, you'll be taken to this My Grammarly page, and this page will show all of the documents that you've worked with in Grammarly. For this demo, I went ahead and removed my past documents. So I'm going to upload my own document by clicking Upload. Alternatively, I could click New and then either copy and paste outside text into it or just start free writing. But I'm going to go ahead and click Upload and then navigate to my file and double click it. So whenever you first open a document in Grammarly, you'll receive this Set Goals window. And here you can let Grammarly know what type of writing that you are striving for. So these are things like the audience's knowledge of the subject matter, the formality of your writing, and the domain, tone, and intent of your writing. Generally for me, the presets are fine, so I'm going to go ahead and click Done. So here's my document. This document contains an abstract for a paper that I wrote a while ago. I've added a few errors just for this example. In the upper right-hand corner, you can see that my overall score is currently starting out at 77, and I have 7 suggestions for improvement. So let's take a closer look at each of these suggestions. So the first suggestion relates to spelling. I accidentally left R out of the word Western. Maybe I was typing really quickly and made that error. So I agree with that change. I'm going to go ahead and click the improvement to make the change. Let's look at the next error. So the next suggestion is actually incorrect. So in this sentence, I wrote Charlotte, North Carolina and Atlanta, Georgia. Grammarly thinks that I am listing things, but actually I'm writing out 2 different cities. So I'm going to go ahead and reject this suggestion by clicking the trash icon. So the next issue is actually with verb form. I accidentally typed an S at the end of lead, which made a verb that should be singular a plural verb. I'll accept this improvement by clicking the correction. The next issue is a really common error. I used the wrong there. Instead of T-H-E-I-R, I should have used T-H-E-R-E. So I'll accept this improvement by clicking the proper spelling. Moving on to the next suggestion, I incorrectly used a semicolon. So I'm going to look at these 2 options that Grammarly is providing me and then compare them. So I can either change the semicolon to a comma, or I can delete the word and keep the semicolon. I'm going to go ahead and change the semicolon to a comma. The next error relates to the use of a instead of an. So the word opportunity starts with a vowel, so I should have used an. I'm going to go ahead and click the an opportunity in green to make this change. And then finally, maybe I was typing too quickly and I repeated the same phrase twice. So I said for Western North Carolina 2 times. I'm going to go ahead and click the red button to remove the second use of this phrase. So you can see that as I accepted all of these corrections, my overall score did improve. So Grammarly is also similar to Google Docs in that it saves the changes to my account as I go, so that's pretty nice. And at the end, Grammarly will warn you that there are additional corrections that could be made if you have Grammarly Premium. Just so you know, App State does not have a university premium license. However, if you're interested in purchasing premium, it runs around $30 per month with some cheaper monthly rates for longer subscriptions. So now that I'm done, I can click the Grammarly logo in the top left corner. Then it takes me back to my home page. From here, I could open this back up. I could download it. I could trash it if I'm done. I'm going to go ahead and download my improved document. And you can see that it shows up in my downloads folder. So that's how to use Grammarly. Please feel free to contact me at andersonlm@appstate.edu if you have any questions.